Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Tate with Donna Star Enterprises. Today I would like to go over some of the basic tools that every service technician in the beverage industry should carry. Hello everyone. Let us get started with some of the basic tools that beverage equipment service tech should have on hand. I'll start over here on the right. Safety wise, you'll want to have a pair of safety glasses, set of work gloves, maybe two or three. Always carry a box of the rubber gloves. These come in handy when working around syrup and water, stuff like that. Also, it's a good thing to have these on when you're working around the nozzles on the soda machines, the Slurpee machines, all of the beverage equipment and cooking equipment. So it's a good thing to be sure you have a box of the rubber gloves. Different types of bristle brushes are good to have, especially these type here. There are some other type that I have that come in handy. Some of these bristle brushes like this, or the wire brushes like these here. These are good. They very good when cleaning up equipment. Always have a set of box of towels, cleaning towels or rags. It's good to have. A set of needle nose or a couple of sets, maybe different sizes. These are smaller ones right here. Good for getting into tight places. Some of a lot of times you're gonna need these pinch off pliers. I usually carry between four or five of these, but just starting out, you might want to start off with getting two of these. You can get a lot of these tools and stuff at Harbor Freight, Home Depot, stuff like that. So look into it and try to get the best prices you can. An adjustable wrench is good to have, a few different sizes. Set of pliers, okay, or a wrench. Again, these are good to have for all of your plumbing needs. I also have a mini wrench right here too that I use to get into tight places. These, you can look these up on Amazon or eBay and you can find a mini wrench. A set of strippers. These are good to have for your electrical work that you might run into. Pair of crimpers for wires. Some diagonal cutters. Your Oetiker clamping tool. Very necessary to have these here. Your tubing cutters. And they don't necessarily have to be the same type, but just try to find the one that's going to be in your price range and one that you'll be comfortable with. But you will need tubing cutters. Right here is a capacitor discharging tool. You can look these up on Amazon as well. And for the capacitor discharge, you always, when you're working on equipment and electrical equipment, you want to make sure that you unplug that unit, or you shut it off at the breaker and you use your lockout, tag out procedures to do that, but always, you know, you want to make sure if you're going to be working around a capacitor on the refrigeration system or anything like that, you want to make sure you discharge your capacitors. And you can look on YouTube or Google. They have different methods of discharging. You don't necessarily need to use a discharging tool, but it's good to have it on hand to be sure you can discharge the capacitors. This is a very important tool, your refractometer, and this is something that you definitely want to have on hand when you're working with beverage equipment. For those that don't know, the refractometer measures the sugar and water mixture on your beverage equipment. It's always needed when you're working with beverage equipment because you want to make sure that you have the accurate bricks of the product. So that's an important piece to have, refractometer. Another important piece is your multimeter. You'll want to have your multimeter. Doesn't have to be a Klein multimeter, but I like these type of meters because they have the multiple functions on them. You know, you have your voltage, your amperage, your resistance, hertz, your capacitance, your temperature gauge on there as well. And I mean, it's very handy, and if you need to diagnose check an amp draw or anything like that, you can always use your amp clamp up top here, which loops around the wire and it reads the amp draw of a particular circuit. So you definitely want to have a reliable meter. A temperature gauge is a good tool to have on hand. Usually you want to have a gauge that's gonna be able to read at least a max of I would say 500 degrees or so. This one goes up to 572 degrees, so you're able to use it with multiple pieces of equipment, different types of equipment. So you definitely want to have a good temperature gauge. This is a socket set that I got on Amazon. It's a Southwire. I like it because it has multiple socket pieces on it, or bits on it. You know, they're color coded. Or each color is represents a different size, and you can pull it out, flip it. It's got another 4 to 5 or 6 setting sizes on there. Okay, and it all fits into one kit. And these come in handy when you're working with like FBD face plates, stuff like that. Any you know, nuts and that you gotta get off. This is a real good tool. So a nice socket tool is good. And as you know, you're gonna need your Phillips screwdrivers and slotted screwdrivers. You're also gonna need some mini screwdrivers, like stubbies. I'll show you in a minute. Let me just get this. I just wanted to show you on this set here. See, like on this screwdriver set, it's got the bits within the handle, so it has the socket bits on one side, and then on this other side it has the screwdriver bits on it. I think you can see it pretty good there. It's got the slotted and the some of the safety bits in there, right in the handle right there. This is a fairly new screwdriver that I got just to try it out, because this one also has it ratchets. It's a ratcheting type of screwdriver, so that's something that I was looking for as well. And it also angles. You can use it as at an angle as well. So that's a pretty good tool. And like I said, you're gonna need your different set sizes of slotted screwdrivers and Phillips head screwdrivers. You need different sets of those. As you can see, this one here, I have some longer ones, because you never know when you're going to need them. So these come in handy to get longer ones. This one here is a really long has a long extension to it. So Phillips head, but it's necessary, especially for Cornelius ice chutes or auger motors. You'll need an extended screwdriver working on stuff like that. Pair of scissors is something handy to have. You're also going to need your picks, set of picks. This one here got bent a little bit, but I'm still able to use it for certain things. Seals, getting gaskets out, stuff like that. This hook one, I have they're a little longer than the normal one. They have shorter ones, but I usually use these longer ones, and these help out especially with getting the rear seals out on some of the Slurpee machines that are out there. Then I have different size wrenches, 9/16, some metric sizes, 1/2 inch, open ends. And I have another one. This is a metric size 10 that comes in handy because it has the angle on it. You can angle it, so and it has an open end on the other side. And then I have a couple of 5/8 wrench sets. Here's another ratcheting closed end wrench set. This is metric sizes. And I always carry a few extensions for my sockets and stuff like that. You just never sure what you're going to run into, but it's something helpful to have. And a socket set and a Allen key. This is an extended one. You can get these as a set. I don't have my full set out, but this is one that comes in handy when you're using when you're like removing a rear beater motor on a Slurpee machine, on an FBD Slurpee machine. I can usually put an extension on here and then use this on the extension, and then you're able to get a good angle on those Allen screws that are holding in the beater motor. And I also carry a extended 90-degree needle nose. These come in handy with a lot of things that you run into out in the field. I usually can use these on the soda machines to turn the valves on and off when you need to get at those rear blocks and stuff like that. This comes in handy. Flashlights are very important to have. You always want to carry a flashlight, small or a large one. The magnetic ones, those work great too. 111 lube right here. My cap cracked, so that came off, but you always want to have some 111 lube because you can use those on your seals and stuff like that, and it's helpful to prevent leaks and stuff. a good Allen key set is good to have. Either American, you should try to have the American and the metric one, just to be on the safe side. Then I have like a little socket set, with all the bits in it, different sizes and stuff like that. It's good to have as well. You never have too much. Electrical tape, pipe tape. You always want to carry some pipe tape for your plumbing needs. An electric drill. This one is a Ryobi. This is I've had this a number of years, so it's really good to have a nice electric drill or a drill set. Your bricks cup. That's another important thing to have on hand. Your bricks cup with your 5-to-1. This is my 5-to-1 right here. This is the 6-to-1 side right here. For those of you that are not sure, each section is a different size. Okay, so this is 5-to-1, 6-to-1, 5.5, 8.5 to 1. So they're different sizes. Then you have your ounces and milliliters in the middle, and then also they provide a diagram that shows you the different levels and how they should look when you're brixing. Another good thing to have is a stack of wire ties, different sizes. You know, you're always going to need wire ties. And then it's good to have a good cleaning solution, you know, that you use for cleaning and sanitizing equipment and wiping it down and stuff like that. It's also good to have a good bucket for your brick when you're brixing, or when you're just emptying out ice bin or something like that. It's good to have like a 5-gallon bucket as well. And it's good to have a good vacuum. I like to have, I don't have the battery in right now because it's charging, but it's good to have I like to have a battery operated vacuum, because the reason I like that is when you go into some of these stores, you have to go searching for the outlets and under the counters, and all of them are being used, and you just gotta waste time looking for an outlet. I switched over to using a battery charged vacuum just because of that reason. I got tired of like having to search around for an outlet, when I can just grab the battery powered vacuum and then go at it. You don't have to waste that much time. That's all I have for right now, everyone. This was just a look at some of the basic tools that every beverage technician should carry. Hopefully this is helpful. If it is helpful to you, please put it down in comments, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.